It was a busy day on the island of Soto, like many before it. Barry was bustling around the maid yards at Tidmouth, shunting trucks and arranging trains. This was often done by Donald Douglas. However, since Barry arrived and he was taught, he had been performing it quite nicely. This allowed the twins to focus on other freight duties around the island. Big ships used the port at Tidmouth. However, one of these ships was delayed, so there was a lot of cargo backed up onto the quay and the yard surrounding. This made the task of shunting even harder for Barry, who had just gotten used to the yards and hadn't dealt with it under these conditions.
Foreman, are you certain there are no ships before tomorrow? I bet even Arlesburg is overflowing with cargo right now.
No, there are no cargo ships. Sir Topham did tell me that there's a special delivery coming and that will need the port's attention.
Okay, I'll manage.
Just as Barry left, the boat that the foreman mentioned earlier arrived in the port. On the barges were two engines. Not normal engines, by their look at least. One had a large gear coming from their wheel, resembling almost a traction engine. And the other, even more odd, with what looked to be a crane coming out of his boiler. Sometime later, the pair were being unloaded onto the rails.
Easy does it. Down you go.
Well, that was a bumpy trip, wouldn't you say, Harvey?
Well, you know it was. We're a long way from home now.
Well, you can say this is your new home now. Welcome to Soto.
It certainly is a big railway. Would you just look at all those goods and trucks?
Oh, hello, I guess you're the new engines. Welcome, I'm Barry.
Hi, I'm Fergus, and this is Harvey.
Oh, you know, it's nice to meet you.
These two have arrived from Ireland, from an old bankrupt heritage railway. The Fat Controller says that they are to become new yard shunters here permanently.
Let me tell you, you could not have come at a better time. There is so much to do. Follow me.
For most of the day, Barry showed the engines around the yards, the way that Donald taught him. They managed so well that Barry was able to take a relief trains to Arlesburg for free. Later in the day, the engines had finished sorting the yards, and were now just waiting for express goods to sort. It was Murdoch pulling the train. It was running late, and the express was due on the same line. The switcherman in the box leading into the station was not feeling well. He had a late night, and he was wearing dark sunglasses. When he heard Henry's whistle from the freight side of the yard, he thought Henry was Murdoch, and Murdoch was Gordon. Then disaster struck.
Oh, brother.
The signalman stepped out of his box, surveyed the damage, and then addressed the engines.
Yo, engines. Gordon's Express is coming by in 5 minutes. The crash broke the communication wire. I'm going to try to the next box by phone, but try to be the line before he gets here.
What? Okay, let's get to it.
Hello? Operator?
Fergus, Harvey, and every crew member in Tidmouth yards available came to help. Even station porters came. They all worked quick to avoid what seemed like an inevitable catastrophe. Just in the nick of time, Fergus moved away the last cars from the line.
You did it. Nice work. You saved the day.
Later, after the yards were sorted, the two were resting on the station platforms when Barry pulled in.
Hey guys, what'd I miss?
Well, you knew, nothing much.